Now you want to utilize the map. Like, if I were to look at this map here, you could see, like, I would have to die so I could show you with my mouse, but I'll show you what I mean when I die. But just looking at the mini-map, you notice, like, all these little rocks, these little rock areas, and I'll show you what is effectively happening. And I'll point this out, and you guys will be like, oh, wow, I didn't really see it. Okay, so now that I'm dead, let me just show you the map on the death screen and tell you what's wrong with this map. Okay, what? It's taking a while. No, to deploy. Why would you revive me?
I was just trying to be a good teammate.
Yeah, well.
TFO.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to show something. Okay, so you got a map. Okay, so let's look here. This is the China base, right? You got a map that's about up to here and down to here. If I were to cut it off to say about even here, up to where these rocks are, I think that's enough to say it's fightable. You know what I mean? But you see these little rocks? These rocks are useless. Nobody in Seven Hells is going to be found out here. Nobody! Nobody's going to be found out here in these little crevices of nowhereness. Nobody. Nor out here, nor out here. Map is wasted, okay? The map is absolutely wasted. Nobody is going to ever be seen in these areas. Now let me cut it down some more. What's the point of these rocks? Maybe you could say they're for cover. Okay, I'll let it slide. But why not put these rocks out around here? So now you're using more of the outer skirts of the map and extend the map land to about here and stuff. Maybe even push this back to out here, so now you can have the battle happen up to here and push this all the way out here. You see what I mean? Now, let me show you how this works. This map that is this big, if you consider up to these 4 points, this map that is that big is effectively cut down to just this. Do you see that? That is all this map is. This little freaking rectangle is all this map is. This is the only areas you are ever going to see battle happen. And you can even see it right now. You see it right now. All the troops everywhere, this little area is where the land is.
I'll tell you one thing. I am sick and tired of getting rocketed in the face. They gotta do something about the RPGs against people.
No, they don't, Steve. It's just cover. It's just cover. You're too much in the open. You're not using your cover. Okay. So now the other thing is, you see these rocks? You don't need that. Like, I get that you're doing it out here, which is this was a good idea. I'll give it to them. This was a good idea for boats to be able to use cover now. That was a smart idea with boats using cover, okay? Like this boat, attack boat, it can be attack boat on attack boat, but why not have that like somewhere out here? You see what I mean? And have this up here. So now you can have attack boat on attack boat with these rocks that they can go through and between. Helicopters could even use this as well. That's a good idea. But don't incorporate it in areas like this. This was a bad idea. That is a terrible idea. You could have connected these two and had some attack happening, and you could have even connected this with it. So effectively, you could have made this all land and this all land and just connect it like that. You know what I mean? And you could have even pushed it out even further to down here, up to down here. So boats can even tack around here and stuff. You know what I mean? Using these as cover. But you don't need to have these little annoying pieces of rocks around here. That's just annoyance, okay? That's more annoyance than actual good to the map. Same thing, like this is good. This is for cover with boats fighting. But like I said, you could have connected things. And you could have even connected this. And in between here, you could have had that bridge that I said. Like you could have had you could have had a bridge here. You could have had a bridge here. And under that bridge, or that bridge can levolution and fall down on a boat and crush it. You know what I mean? That is some fucking cool levolution event. And you could have had it like connection like that. You see what I mean? And again, you want to push this out to about here, right? You want to utilize the map because effectively this large map that's this big is now just this, and that's absolute freaking garbage. Like, nobody likes that. Believe me. Battlefield 4 maps are crap. They need to rethink them. So one of you saying that's good for infantry, but it's true, but you can also incorporate tanks in there, and now helicopters have a chance of using the cover with these rocks out here, and they can even use cover by the buildings you incorporate. You have battle happening on the very top here, okay, with like objectives and whatnot up here. It looks like there's an objective in here, but that's actually inside the mountain. That's inside. That's like, there's no point of that. You could have had one objective up here with buildings and whatnot, and you could have even had tanks or something around here. You could have even had helicopters being able to go in because they could cover behind the buildings and all that. You could have extended this mountain up to about here. So now it's more cover and stuff. And also the vehicles with boats, you could have these islands out here for the boats to fight for. You see what I mean? Like I said, connect them like that and extend it out here or something. The boats could fight around here with these rocks, these ones out here, not these ones. These are useless. Rocks like this for boats to fight with for an objective. So now you've got like, it could be a tank, it could be a lav, any one of those. You got tanks in there, you got helicopters in there, you got even the boats being able to maneuver in there. And yes, you see this? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, you see from E to C, that's actually a cave for the boats to go in and fight. Again, you're still letting the boats be able to fight. That was a good design. They just didn't design it right for the outer skirts. So now you could have effectively made this map even better than what it was just using the ideas that I just threw out there. And you just work with it. You rework it. You keep molding it till it's perfect. You know what I mean? Put it in CTE. Try different things out. Just give it a little bit more change. This is just not enough. This isn't enough. You need to add in, you need to consider the factor of, if I'm fighting someone in a dogfight, or in case of me as infantry having to deal with a vehicle, what's my first thing? What's my first response? Seeing a vehicle or a tank, what's your first response? And you're an infantry. You run for fucking cover. If you don't provide that cover, you're screwed, right? Same thing with a helicopter. If you're getting heat seekers and everything locked onto you, you're going to use cover. This was a good idea for the boats. They're going to use cover for that. You see what I mean? That provides the skill factor. It all comes down to the skill factor. So you need to provide a map that allows the skill factor, and this guy is totally glitched out. Steve, you're glitched out. Steve, you are so freaking glitched.
What am I doing?
You're like, I don't even know what you're doing. Can you look left? Are you stuck?
No, I can move.
Are you kidding? You're like totally freaking glitched. How did you what?
Objective construct has just been neutralized.
What am I doing?
You're totally normal now.
Oh.
Enemy helicopter south of your position. We have just taken control of objective Golf.
I got promoted! But I mean, what do you guys in the stream think? Is there anything that you guys think is troubling between what I said about how they could perfect the map? Is there any ideas that you guys have that could make the map even better? Hold on, I'm just saving this footage. Okay. EA could have more effort. No, truthfully, I think all the things you're touching are spot on, and a lot of things. What did I miss? It's honestly, it's not just EA, it's DICE. Because, dude, DICE was doing it great with Battlefield 2. They were doing the wonderful maps, okay? They were doing it perfect. They knew what they were doing with Battlefield 2 maps. They had it good in Bad Company 2 as well, and Battlefield 3 was just freaking amazing. They had that going good. But Battlefield 4 is lacking. The maps are crap. And I bet I could tell you guys ways that you could fix Operation Locker to make it even better. What the hell? There's things with Operation Locker that could even make it better as an infantry-only map. I should freaking work for DICE or EA, man. Just as a guy who coordinates how I want maps to be designed and stuff. Like, Jesus Christ. I should really be, like, fucking telling them what to do.
Or at least a paid quality assurance system.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, but not just quality assurance, because the quality assurance these days are like testing for bugs and stuff. I should be paid to like map design, you know? Just tell them like, okay, look, you want to do this. This is what you want to do. So what's the problem? So some of you are saying Dragon Pass seems decent for heli fights. The problem with Dragon Pass is there's no height. Like, yes, there's mountains, yes, but there's no battles on top of those mountains. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's all just sea level. There's no fights on top of those mountains. So it's a crappy map at that point. Take care, Snowboy. Oh, fuck! Good God, dude, I'm like getting wrecked from every angle. There's a guy with the bow and arrow behind you. And there's like nothing I can fucking do. Where did he go? Where the fuck?
Ah, shave you.
Good guy. Good guy.
I'm productive. Wait for my build.
We have neutralized objective Bravo. We've lost control of objective Golf. I say again, objective Golf has been lost.
Holy shit! Like, I'm kind of already feeling like, fuck, I got like no cover. I'm already feeling like I should play something else. I'm already feeling bored of Battlefield 4. Not really. I don't like any.
Jonesy has it.
Jonesy, what do you think? Should we play H1Z1? Is Jonesy here?
He was.
Objective Echo neutralized. This is the objective I want you to defend. Hostile waiting in the area. Have taken objective Echo.
Yeah, someone just said Battlefield free to play. Do you have it? I'll play it. I have it installed.
Battlefield free to play? I don't have that.
Have you ever played it?
Like once for like 10 minutes. That's it.
Like,
I didn't even,
you
like-
ever played Battlefield?
You know why I didn't play it?
Yeah.
Because I got
Why
in
is
there
it?
and I couldn't fly the helicopters and I got pissed and just left.
Oh, it's
Let me-
because it's the game is essentially Battlefield 2, but lesser graphics. It's
So if
running
you're
the same
lower
engine.
rank, you're not allowed in the helicopter.
No. I think.
So why couldn't I get the
can't-
helicopter?
I can't quite remember, but they might have been locked or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I played it. I think I have it installed. It's a browser extension though.
Neutralized.
I really freaking wanted to fly those helicopters. That literally was what happened. I got in there. Let me fly the helicopter. Nope. Okay, I'm done. Peace.
Oh yeah, yeah, Steve. I played Battlefield Heroes.